What if your healthiest habit is silently aging your brain? Every night, while you sleep. It sounds impossible, doesn't it? You drink your green juice, you load your plate with vegetables, you take your medication on time, and you think, I'm doing everything right. And you are, at least by the old rules. But after age 60, those rules start to change. The same foods that once protected you might now be quietly working against you. Not because they're bad, but because your body, your aging, wiser, more fragile body, plays by different rules now. What if I told you that one type of vegetable, one you've eaten your whole life, could interfere with your medication, lower your blood pressure too far, or even increase your risk of stroke without any warning? And what if I told you this isn't rare? I've seen it in clinic, again and again. But the good news, you can fix it. And it starts by understanding how food, medicine, and age intersect. Stay with me. This next part might just save your life. If you're over 60, your body doesn't just need food, it needs balance. You see, when you were 40, your kidneys filtered faster. Your blood vessels bounced back quicker. Your medications, if any, were simple. But now, one healthy smoothie, one innocent salad, one unexpected veggie at the wrong time of day can quietly tip everything out of rhythm. The truth is, even the cleanest diet can become risky if it doesn't respect your age, your medications, and your biology. That's why I made this video. To bring you clarity, not fear. Because once you understand what's really happening inside your body, you don't have to feel confused or overwhelmed. You just have to eat smarter. And if anything you've heard so far has surprised you, or hit a little too close to home, let me know by typing 1 in the comments. It helps me know you're here. It helps me make more videos just for you. Let me tell you something most doctors don't explain. After 60, your body is no longer the same machine it once was. Your kidneys filter slower. Your liver metabolizes differently. Your blood vessels are less elastic. Your nervous system doesn't adjust to pressure changes as quickly. And your gut absorbs certain nutrients at a different pace. And here's the kicker. All of these changes happen quietly. No pain, no big warning. Just subtle shifts day after day that make your body more sensitive to food, to medication, to timing. Take leafy greens, for example. For a 30-year-old, they're just salad. For a 70-year-old on blood thinners, they're a chemical interaction waiting to happen. Not because spinach is bad, but because vitamin K directly counteracts the blood-thinning effect of medications like warfarin or Coumadin. Or consider blood pressure. In younger bodies, nitrates from beets or kale are great. They widen vessels, reduce strain. But after 60, especially if you're on antihypertensives, the same compounds can drop your pressure so low during the night that you faint before reaching the bathroom. I've seen it happen, too often. And then there's digestion. Your gut lining becomes thinner with age. Your stomach acid weakens. That changes how you absorb minerals like magnesium or potassium. What used to nourish you can now overload you. And that overload can throw off your heart rhythm, your hydration, your sleep. See, it's not that vegetables have turned against you. It's that your body now requires precision, not guesswork. Stability, not spikes. You don't need fear. You need rhythm. And that starts by knowing which foods, yes, even vegetables, might tip your balance in the wrong direction. Because your goal isn't just to live longer. It's to live clearer, steadier, more confidently. And that starts with the next part. Which vegetables to be mindful of, and why? Let's walk through 5 vegetables that, while considered healthy, can quietly become dangerous for older adults, especially if you're on medication, living with heart or kidney conditions, or just trying to eat clean without a guide. 1. Spinach. The silent risk for anyone on blood thinners. Spinach is packed with vitamin K, a crucial nutrient that helps your blood clot. But if you're taking warfarin, Coumadin, or even daily aspirin, too much vitamin K can cancel out your medication's effect. You think you're preventing a stroke, but a big spinach salad or daily green smoothie could be pushing your blood back toward clotting. What's worse? You won't feel it. There's no warning sign. Just one day. A clot in the brain, or the lungs, or the legs. But here's the nuance. You don't have to eliminate spinach. The real key is consistency. Your doctor calibrated your dose based on your current habits. So if you suddenly go super healthy overnight, your balance is thrown off. It's not the spinach, it's the spike. 2. Kale and beets. Superfoods that can super lower your pressure. Kale and beets are rich in natural nitrates, which help widen your blood vessels and lower blood pressure. That's great in theory. But combine those with blood pressure medications or even mild dehydration, and you've got a recipe for collapse. This is especially risky at night. Your blood pressure naturally dips while you sleep. Add a glass of beet juice or kale smoothie before bed, and your body might not be able to bounce back. The result? A dangerous drop. You might feel dizzy when standing. Or worse, fall in the middle of the night, hit your head, and lose consciousness before you can call for help. So, if you're over 65 and taking antihypertensives, respect kale and beets. Use them during the day, with food. Never at night, and never in large doses without your doctor's input. 3. Soy sprouts. A hormonal wild card, especially for women. Soy contains phytoestrogens, plant-based compounds that mimic estrogen in the body. For postmenopausal women, this sounds like a natural way to balance hormones. But it's not that simple. Phytoestrogens can alter how your body handles clotting, blood pressure, and cholesterol. And when combined with blood thinners or hormone-sensitive medications, they can quietly raise stroke risk, especially in older women. So, should you avoid all soy? Not necessarily. But if you're eating soy sprouts, tofu, edamame, and drinking soy milk daily, pause. Discuss it with your doctor, especially if you have a history of clotting issues, stroke, or hormone imbalance. 4. Tomatoes. Potassium overload that affects your heart rhythm. Tomatoes are high in potassium, a mineral your body needs in careful balance. But if you're on ACE inhibitors, diuretics, or have even mild kidney issues, your body might struggle to excrete excess potassium. This can lead to something called hyperkalemia, where your potassium levels rise too high. And the symptoms? They're sneaky. A fluttering heart, skipped beats, muscle weakness, even confusion. If left unchecked, this can lead to arrhythmias, or worse, a stroke. The most surprising part? This doesn't come from supplements. It can come from your own garden. Tomato juice in the morning? Tomato soup at night? Add in bananas, avocados, and blood pressure meds, and the scale tips. If you're eating tomatoes daily and on any heart medication, ask your doctor to check your potassium. It's a simple blood test, but it could prevent a terrifying ER visit. 5. Pickled vegetables, a salty tradition with hidden risks. Fermented foods like sauerkraut, kimchi, pickled okra, and cucumber can be comforting. even beneficial in moderation. But here's the problem. Sodium. Most pickled vegetables are loaded with salt, and as we age, our kidneys become less efficient at managing excess sodium. The result? Wild swings in blood pressure, fluid retention, and increased stroke risk, especially in those already living with hypertension or heart failure. Pickled foods aren't bad, but if you're eating them daily or piling them on your plate thinking they're a healthy snack, it's time to reconsider. What helped your parents live to 90 might not work for your body in 2025. These 5 vegetables are not your enemies. But after 60, your body isn't looking for trends. It's looking for balance. And in the next section, I'll show you 3 real stories of smart, health-conscious seniors who did everything right, but didn't realize the rules had changed. Let me share with you 3 stories from my clinic. These are not rare cases. They're not outliers. They're real people. Smart, careful, health-conscious adults. Just like you. Just like someone you love. Raymond Carter, the smoothie that silenced his speech. Raymond was 79, a retired high school teacher from Ohio. Loved crossword puzzles. Walked every morning. Took warfarin for atrial fibrillation. He was doing everything right. Until one day, he started blending spinach into his morning smoothie. He'd read it was good for the brain. More greens, more life, right? But within a month, his INR dropped dangerously low. That means his blood was clotting faster than it should. He didn't feel anything. Until the morning he tried to read the paper, and the words just wouldn't come out. His arm wouldn't move. His brain had thrown a clot. He'd had a stroke. When I asked about diet changes, he said, "Just more spinach, Doc." I thought I was helping myself. He wasn't doing anything wrong. He just didn't know the rules had changed. Florence Green, the green juice that took her down. Florence was 83, full of life. She made kale, apple, and celery juice every night after dinner. It helped her sleep, she said. And in her mind, she was doing something good. What she didn't realize was that kale and celery contain compounds that, in combination with her mild blood pressure meds and age-related dehydration, were pushing her blood pressure too low. Every night. One morning, she fainted while getting water from the kitchen. Hit the floor hard. Her blood pressure in the ER, 82/46. Not fatal, but low enough to starve the brain of oxygen. Since then, she's lost her confidence, stopped driving, moved in with her daughter. She said, "I thought I was aging gracefully. Turns out I was pushing myself over the edge." Edna Talbot, the tomato that threw her heart off. Beat Edna was 78, a widow who loved her garden. She drank a glass of homemade tomato juice every morning. Egg whites, avocado, tomatoes. A perfect breakfast, she thought. But Edna was on lisinopril, a blood pressure med that affects potassium retention. Her kidneys, slower than before, couldn't flush it all. Gradually, her potassium built up. It started with a flutter in her chest. Then her heartbeat skipped. Then weakness. Then, while folding laundry, she collapsed. Her ER tests showed dangerously high potassium. Her heart was misfiring. Not because of pills, but because of vegetables. When she recovered, she asked me, "How could something from my own garden do this to me?" "Because," I told her, "it's not about right or wrong. It's about knowing how your body works." Now, let's slow things down for a moment. Because after sharing videos like this, I always get a wave of thoughtful, worried questions from viewers, just like you. And I want to answer some of the most common ones I've heard. Questions that might be on your mind too. If I'm not on blood thinners, Is spinach still dangerous? No, not necessarily. If you're not taking medications like warfarin or aspirin, spinach is still a great source of nutrients. But even then, moderation matters. If your kidney function is low, or if you're taking supplements with high vitamin K or calcium, excess leafy greens might throw your system out of balance. The real rule? Don't make any one vegetable your daily obsession. Rotate. Vary. Listen to your body. Are these risks the same if I cook the vegetables instead of eating them raw? Great question. Cooking often reduces the concentration of certain compounds, like oxalates in spinach or solanine in eggplant. That means cooked vegetables may be gentler on your kidneys, less likely to interfere with absorption, and overall safer for sensitive systems. So yes, cooking helps, and for many seniors, it's the smarter way to eat greens. Is it okay to drink green juice, just not at night? That depends on what's in the juice and what medications you're on. For example, beet or kale juice in the morning, paired with food and hydration, may be fine for some people. But the same juice before bed, especially after a light dinner or a diuretic, can be dangerous. Think timing. Think balance. Always talk to your doctor if you've added green juice and are noticing dizziness, weakness, or pressure swings. How do I know if my blood pressure is dropping too low at night? Watch for clues. Waking up dizzy. Feeling faint when you stand. Blurred vision in the early morning. If you've recently started a new food, juice, or medication, and you're getting lightheaded, pay attention. Keep a log. And if possible, wear a monitor overnight or check your pressure when you first wake up. Numbers don't lie. What about tomato sauces or ketchup? Are they risky too? Yes, but in a different way. While cooked tomato sauces have less potassium than fresh juice, they often come with extra sodium and additives. If you're on AC inhibitors, potassium-rich sauces can still tip the balance. If you're hypertensive, the salt might be a bigger problem. So again, it's not about fear, it's about portion, frequency, and your personal health profile. Should I stop eating these vegetables completely? No, please don't fear food. The message here is not to eliminate, it's to personalize. Your body isn't generic, so your diet shouldn't be either. With the right timing, cooking method, and medical context, most of these vegetables can stay on your plate. Just maybe not all at once, not every day. Not without knowing how your body responds. You've made it this far because you care about your health. And that means you deserve clear, careful answers, not one-size-fits-all advice. After everything we've covered, you might be asking, so what can I eat? What's actually safe and still nourishing for someone over 60? That's the right question. Because aging isn't about restriction. It's about wisdom. And your body, more than ever, needs rhythm, not randomness, simplicity, not extremes. Here's how to start. Principle number 1. Focus on balance, not superfoods. Instead of chasing kale, beets, or any one vegetable every day, build variety. Rotate your greens. Use broccoli today, bok choy tomorrow. Then switch to zucchini or cooked cabbage. Avoid getting stuck on one miracle food. Your aging body thrives on consistency, not spikes. Principle number 2. Cook more, raw less. Cooking breaks down compounds that may interfere with your kidneys, medications, or gut lining. Lightly steam spinach instead of blending it raw. Roast eggplant. Sauté tomatoes. Stew beets. The flavor improves, and the risks drop. Principle number 3. Eat your power foods. Earlier in the day, blood pressure and kidney function are more stable during the day. That's when your body can better handle potassium, magnesium, and nitrates. Save gentler meals for dinner. Soups, stews, soft grains, cooked vegetables. Avoid green juices at night unless cleared by your doctor. Principle number 4. Hydrate smart. Don't just drink water when you're thirsty. Sip small amounts consistently throughout the day, especially if you're on diuretics or BP meds. Dehydration at night is a major trigger for sudden blood pressure drops and clotting risk. A sample day for brain-healthy, pressure-stable eating. For ages 65 plus, breakfast, scrambled eggs, 1 egg, plus 1 egg white, half a baked sweet potato, cooked zucchini or broccoli, 1 slice whole grain toast, herbal tea or decaf coffee, mid-morning, handful of berries, water lunch, heaviest meal of the day, grilled salmon or tofu, if tolerated, cooked greens, e.g. steamed chard or cabbage, 1 cup brown rice or lentils, water with lemon, afternoon snack, unsalted almonds, 5 to 7, 1 banana, watch potassium, water dinner, light vegetable soup, no raw garlic or onions, mashed cauliflower or oats with cinnamon, small slice of poached chicken or baked fish, chamomile tea, no juices, no raw salads. Principle number 5. Check with your doctor before big changes. Bring your medication list and your regular diet log. Ask, do any of my foods affect these pills? If your doctor doesn't know, ask to check potassium, magnesium, vitamin K, or INR levels. Your labs don't lie. They tell you what your body actually needs. This isn't about eating less. It's about eating smarter, with calm, with rhythm, with awareness. You don't need 15 new rules. You need one simple mindset. Feed your body the way it is now, not the way it used to be. Let me leave you with this. Your body is not broken. It's simply different now. It's more sensitive, more reactive, and more in need of thoughtful care. That's not a weakness. That's wisdom. See, getting older isn't the end of vitality. It's the beginning of mastery. You've lived through decades of change, loss, love, and learning. Now, it's time to turn that wisdom inward, to ask, what does my body need today? Not what it needed at 40, not what the internet says, but what your aging, beautiful, still capable body asks for now. Don't chase fads. Don't overload your system with extremes. And don't fear food. Learn it. Respect it. And most importantly, listen to how your body responds. Because the truth is, the right food in the right body at the right time becomes medicine. But even the best food, taken in the wrong way, can become the reason you fall. That's why you're here. Because you want to keep living independently. You want to stay sharp, to avoid the hospital, to protect your brain, your balance, your dignity. And you can, with calm, steady, informed choices, starting now. If this video gave you clarity, if it helped you breathe a little easier or think a little deeper, please type 1 in the comments. Not just for me, but so I know you're out there, watching, listening, caring, and if you know someone, a friend, a sibling, a parent, who's over 60 and trying to eat healthier without knowing the risks, share this with them. You could change their life before a stroke or a fall ever has the chance to. Don't forget to subscribe for more science-backed, senior-focused health content made just for you. Thank you for being here and for choosing wisdom over worry.